again, this kind of looks like a science experiment. After somebody buys a car, because it's way easier to retain that client than find a new one to replace it. Plus, 1 week from start to finish, have a button on the website that says AI Assist, and 99% of that time is designing. Shoot, I'm forgetting the like unapologetic hospitality. Anyway, there's a quote in the book from Maya Angelou. We've been doing this for nearly 10 years now. We're the largest and oldest provider of automated handwritten notes in the world. We have 175 robots and robots on 2 continents. But it really didn't change. What ChatGPT allowed us to do was make it easier for people to decide what to write. So that was always the challenge. You could easily go to our website or our iPhone app, whatever, and type in a note to write. But if you didn't know what to write, that might cause you to stumble. So now with ChatGPT, that's not a problem. You can go in and say, write an apology letter to my neighbor for running over their cat, and then it'll write that for you. You don't have to think about it. And then the robot itself will then write that note, and then we'll stamp it and mail it same business day. Have you seen the show The Bear? They do an episode all the time. Season 2.
He goes to Copenhagen, huh?
He does. He lives on a little boat. It's funny. I was just because I was seeing some of the Las Vegas billboards for lawyers. I'm like, I gotta finish Better Call Saul because if you want your own, you have to fill out packets as if you're in kindergarten. So you have to write the letter A 4 times. B, because we need variation of every character. And then we also have you do ligature combinations. So how do you write 2 O's? Do you connect them or are they separate? How do you cross 2 T's? Is it 1 crossbar or 2? How do you dot your I? All of that type of stuff is included, and it's really a science and an art. We don't use AI for that part, but when we write it, we use AI to warp it ever so slightly. And this is you might not even notice it. It's almost imperceptible. If we made it super perceptible, it would defeat the purpose. But we vary the line spacing, we vary the left margin, and now we warp it ever so slightly. And that warping is through an AI algorithm. So if you're running over that cat, and then I'll just write it out and then you mail it. So it actually plays very nicely in conversation. You should be able to say, okay, send them the handwritten, and then you should just do it. Because there's a whole marketplace of apps.
Sure. I saw this hilarious thing here, and it was like you can get AI to write like an apology to a friend.
Everybody's doing, in the States, everybody's doing their homework on Chromebooks now. How do they not? Pretty soon you'll have your AI agent and you'll just be able to shout into the cloud or whatever, write a note to my grandmother telling her thank you for the Christmas gift, and it will then trigger Handwrytten to do that. I mean, we could do some of that currently through Zapier and integrations, but I think in the future it's all going to be cohesively integrated, and hopefully Handwrytten will be the partner for the Handwrytten component. In Australia, and then all throughout the US.